Hey everybody, this video is specifically for you guys in our coaching group. So I've been looking over the numbers, I've been looking at the tracking sheet, and it's very clear that some of you really want this. And when I say this, you want to get to your goal. Everybody wants to get to their goal, but if you really want to get to your goal, nothing's going to stop you. And we all can make excuses. I'm just going to be very direct in this conversation. So you're in this group because you asked to be held accountable because you said, tell me what I need to do to get to my goal. So that being said, everybody makes excuses or has. Everybody's distractions are the same. All distractions are equal. All excuses are equal. We all have kids. We all have a lot of us have another job or a couple jobs. We have responsibilities. We have stuff we have to get done. The difference is the people that are going to hit their goals don't make excuses, and they do what they say they're going to do that they're in control of. And we've talked about that before. But I want to break something down for you right now because everybody in this group wants to up level. Everybody's in here for a reason. And whether you have that burning desire or not, I kind of know, but you know best. And when I say I kind of know, I can tell by the daily activities. I'm holding myself. Lisa and I had a meeting this morning. We're putting a couple things in place for us to propel our business. And I'm accountable to her and she's accountable to me. This is what this group is for you and for us, right? I've dedicated my time and Lisa's time and your time. So it's a synergistic approach here. But let's face it, the numbers are important. If we don't hit our numbers, nothing's going to happen. So I want to break it down to real simple. I want to show you how simple this can be and how maybe one light bulb or two light bulbs might go off from this video. So the numbers don't lie, all right? The number 3 never changes. The number 5 never changes. You can change, well, maybe I'm not going to do that today. Maybe I said I was going to do it, but I'm not going to, right? That's the variable. The numbers don't lie, so let me show you this. How many of you can expose 3 people a day to this business? Caleb put his hand up. 3 people a day. I'll put my hand up there, right? I can do more, too. 3 people a day. How long do you think it takes to expose one person? An exposure. And an exposure, just to be very clear, is not a reach out, hey, how you doing? Or, hey, tick, 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 texting, how you doing? Or, how's the family? Or, hey, Caleb, are you open to learning something new? That's not an exposure. An exposure is actually showing someone the business, actually sharing with them the opportunity. Caleb, I know we talked in the past. Oh, my God. Oh, I think can you see if that burnt? I guess it's over, right? Sorry, I have something in the toaster. I hope it didn't, I don't see any black smoke. An exposure shows someone the business, and that's what I'm talking about. 3 should take you no more than 2 or 3 minutes to show someone the business, to tell them about it, okay? Everybody can do 3, and you can answer this question when you watch this, can I do 3? Of course you can. You guys are superstars. That's the reason why you're in this group. You can do 5 if you want to, but let me show you the power of 3. Let me show you what it looks like. And this is part-time, you guys, 6 to 8 to 12 hours a week, right? Part-time is part-time. If you can put in 1 hour a day, great. But listen, you guys aren't 1 hour a day people. If you can do 2 hours a day, let's just say 1 to 2 hours a day. You get up a little early in the morning, you get an hour done. You go to bed a little later at night, you get an hour done. There it is. So if it couldn't fit into your day, which we know it can, lunch, drives, we all have different schedules throughout the week. You can certainly get up earlier or go to bed later. So, and we have weekends. So let's just call a spade a spade and say what it is. We can make the time for this. We all in this group want to get to a different place. Let me show you the power of 3. Let's break it real down. Let's distill it down, right? If we were to commit to exposing 3 people a day, 6 days a week, okay? 3 people a day times 6 days a week. How many exposures is that? That's 18 exposures, right? If you know you're not going to be able to work Saturday or Sunday, then increase these numbers during the 5 days you're working, or the 4 days you're working. I'm giving you a real basic. But again, 3 exposures. Let's cut to the chase. Keep those other categories there, the pour loves, the reach outs, the connections. These 2 numbers, shares, how many times I'm sharing the business, and how many follow-ups, those 2 are going to make you the most money in this business, period. While your team is growing too. But those are the things that when I look on your trackers, we can see who's going to hit their goals. Some of you are going to hit your goals, a few of you are, and there's no doubt about that. and a few of you are not going to hit your goals. It's simple. The work has to be done. We got to put the gas in the car to drive to Connecticut. If we have no gas in the car, we're not going to make it. The gasoline are these calls that have to happen. So 6 days a week, 3 reach outs a day, right? 18. How many weeks? So we got 18 times 4 weeks, right? Equals 72 new people were told about your business at the end of the week. How awesome is that? That's huge. If you do this over a year, times 12, 800, 864. 864 people this year will be exposed to your business from your efforts. Huge, huge. Now, we know the 10% rule, right? We can even say 5%. 5% to be super, super conservative. I want to work off this number though right here. I want to work off the 72. 72, let's keep it by month. So 72 new people per month are exposed to the business. Say you had a 5% close rate. 5%. We know 5% is, look at, super, super, super conservative. How many people is that? That's 4 new people. Right? That's 4 new people. So if you closed or enrolled 5% of the 72, that's 4 new people a month in your business, you guys. No, you're not 5%ers. You're over 10%, but let's still say 10%. Let's use 10% here of the 72, right? How many people a month is that you just enrolled? 10%, 7, exactly. 7 new people per month just enrolled into your business because you chose to do something different. Because you chose to be extraordinary. You chose to do the things that most people don't do. We're talking 3. Let me show you, Caleb. I'd love to show you what I do. I think there'll be some great synergy here. I don't know if this is for you. Are you open to learning what I do? Caleb, you'd be so good at what I do. I'd love to show you. Are you open to that? He says yes. I make the exposure. That's number 1. So you might have 4 or 5 people that you're asking today or you're setting up over the week, but 3 actual exposures. That's a controllable number. So if you have 2 and you reach out to 2 more people and they said no, let's face it, if you ask someone if they're open, most people are going to say yes. Over 95%, I think. The people that say no, their doors are closed up here anyways. Why do you want them on your team? Why do you want to spend time with them right now until they're open? Right? This isn't getting everybody. This is looking for the people that are open. So you just started 7 new people in your business. Guess what's going to happen out of those 7 people? 1 of the 7 is going to become, when I say associate in this exercise here, business builder. 1 of the 7 will say, I want to do something. 1 of the 7 is going to plug in. Let's face it, 90-something% are going to be customers. We know that. 80% now, whatever the number is. It's a high number. So let's say 1 person says yes. They plug in, they do it. Now, you are going to show them to reach out to 3 people a day because they want something different for their family, for their life. So you are exposing 3 people per day, and them, we'll call them associate number 1, 3 people a day, right? That's 6 per day times 6, right? So that's 36 exposures for the week. See where I'm going with this, right? So you just did, what's 36 times 4? 36 times 4, Clever, you're my math guy. 36, so 3 a day, 36 per week times 4, what? 144. Beautiful. So we have the first one. So you guys, between you and that 1 associate, at the end of the month, you guys have both actually exposed 144 people to the business. So you have your 7 people that came in, another 7. Remember, this 7 already came in. Another 7 that came in. The associate's new 7 came in. You're going to take your 1 more business builder. You're going to take their business builder plus 1. See what's happening? And we're going to help those people kick in. Do you see this? So watch this. Now, let's flip this up here. So we can see that far down. Now, it's you plus your 3. It's associate 1 plus their 3. And associate 2 plus their 3. 9 exposures per day times 6 equals 54 a week times 4. Times 4. Whoop, I don't want to lose the computer there. Times 4, right? How much is that? 216? 216 new people per month, you guys, were just exposed. Look at your organization growing. The beautiful part about this binary is that you are going to grow as your team grows. The entire team under you, your team, as they bring on more people, your business grows. Look how fast this is happening. 216 people. 1, 2, 3. How many new people that month for each one of them? 777 with 1 new business builder each. Do you see the power here? Right? I mean, that's where this gets crazy. Do you think your team's going to grow? Do you think you're going to hit your benchmarks and your cycles? You better believe it if you're putting this work in. Just by the sheer numbers of what's happened. And again, 10% closure out of the 216, 21, let's go 22 people say yes. 22 people, regardless of anything, 10% rule. You just brought another 22 people. How crazy is that? Your team, right? Do you see what's happening here? So let me ask you this. Who's the most important business person in your business here, in this structure? You, my friend. Because even though this business is done with other people, it's also done with your efforts as well. So say associate number 2, quits. Great. You're still building. You're still identifying new people. You never know where that superstar is going to be in any of the exposures. Guess what? Associate 1 leaves, right? Wasn't for them. You're still running your business. Your team has still grown exponentially because of what they did before they quit. I'm just giving you worst case scenario, right? Oh my gosh. What if you close? Now that's per month. So what if this number at the end of the year, because you keep doing this, you've exposed 864 people from your exposures, because you're going to do this every month. 10%, you've added 86 new people for the year. You have added, forget about the other people that are doing this. What if your closure was at 5%, right? 42, 43, 44, 42 and a half, right? I don't know, around 42, right? What's 5%? 10% is 86, half of 86, 43. What am I off there? 43. That's why I like calculators. What if you only enrolled 5%, which you can't do? It's not possible. You guys are not going to enroll 5%. That's 43 people you've personally enrolled into your business, let alone everything else that's going on. You guys, that is it. That's what's happening. You're going to hit your goals. You're going to put it in gear right now. This is what you can do right now. Now, here's the other genius part about this, right? So where's my number here? So 72 people I reached, right? 10% get started, we talked about. So that's 62 people, right? That said, not now. So we've enrolled those 7. Out of the 7, you get 1 associate. What about the rest of the 90%? They said no, not now. Guess where your follow-up list is coming from? Additional to all the other conversation you've had. 62 people. So you're going to 3 exposures per day. Here's your 3 follow-ups a day, you guys. I have 62 right there from the first round. 3 a day. The next day you take another 3. The next day another 3. Right? Another conversation. You can't run out of people. If you're doing this, you cannot run out of people. You'll always have people to call. And every month this is happening. That's why your list grows, your follow-ups grow exponentially. Again, the importance of the schedule. The reason why we have you doing certain tasks is that schedule is absolutely mandatory to have a successful business. Like any successful business. I don't know any successful business, not one, that doesn't have policies and procedures. None. 0. Your schedule are part of your policies and procedures. Procedures, what I'm doing every day. I'm still seeing sections on your calendar with no names for some of you. I can't instill in you enough. The way to be successful is to treat this at the highest level like a 7-figure or a very high 6-figure income, whatever you want to call it, because it is both of those. It is a 7-figure income if you want it. But you need to have that schedule. So this is, and again, working part-time especially, you need to have a schedule. So I have an hour here, I have 30 minutes here. It's got to be on the schedule along with everything else. Here's our task. We're up-leveling this for everybody because you asked for this. And I want you to get to your goals. And some of you are not getting there. And I'm not done. I'm not going to give up on you. So now what we're doing is put in your category on your tracker, everybody, tonight. Tonight's Monday. We have the team call tonight. And by the way, if you're seeing this, the team call link has changed for tonight because we're doing a group team call with another team. So make sure you use the new link and get the word out to your people. There's a new link for tonight. What we're doing in this group is you're adding the category exposures if you don't have it. You're adding the category exposures. I know you have follow-ups in there, okay? And you're going to keep track of that. And I'm asking for your commitment to do 3 a day. 3 new exposures per day. Now here's the thing. Some of you have a lot more time than someone who's got 30 minutes here, 50 minutes there. I encourage you to do 5 a day. Why? Because you're going to blow your business out of the water. You can't avoid that. If you want to go balls to the wall, excuse my language, you want to go big time right now, 5 a day, 6 days a week. Oh, Saturday and Sunday you're away, so Saturday was one of your work days. I'm going to add 5 onto Tuesday. No, I can't work Friday and can't work Saturday. I'm adding 5 onto Tuesday, 5 onto Thursday. Whatever you got to do, don't deviate from those numbers. You guys, at the end of this year, let alone 6 months from now, what we're doing now is planting the seeds for people to say yes next month, in 2 months, and in 3 months. So we don't care what they say right now. This is about exposing them and showing them what you have, showing them this opportunity. So that's the task. Everybody's got to make a new category. Sorry to you that are really anal about how it looks, white out, something, move it around, whatever you got to do. You got to put in the number of exposure shares per day. We're starting 3. If you haven't done it, you're starting it tomorrow on Tuesday. And I'm going to be looking at these numbers, and we're also going to be looking at the follow-ups. Those 2 numbers I want you to focus on, the follow-ups and the exposures. Those numbers, everybody, listen very carefully, are going to get you to your goal or keep you from your goal. You don't have to be an expert in anything. You got to say, hey, Linda, you should do what I do. You know, we were talking last time. I see great potential synergy between us. I'd love to show you what I do. Are you open to that? They say yes. Great. You got a few minutes now? Set up an appointment for now. Set up an appointment for an hour. Or do it for next week. Or do it for 2 days. Regardless, tonight you need to be reaching out to people because we're starting tomorrow, everybody. You asked to be held accountable. I'm doing the very same thing. You all can do this. Some of you are freaking out right now, and I get it. I understand it. But you know what? Your bills don't care. Your future doesn't care. Your why doesn't care. They want you to do this, and you're going to feel so good. 3 people? Of course you could do that. You want to go to 5? Impress everybody and do the 5. All right, guys. We'll see you on the call tonight.